Hello everybody, Bobby B here, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to my shrimp tank. I'm going to call this shrimp tank Aquascape fail because it's a mess. So here's the quick story on this one. I seen a video on YouTube and I'm like, I want to build me an aquascape. I think I'll start with some shrimp and then add some things later. So I go to the pet store and the lady's like, follow me. She starts throwing everything in the basket. She's telling me I need soil, I need sand, and in a couple of days buy a fish, and then the fish is going to die, and in a few more days you'll be ready for some shrimp. And so I'm following these instructions and it didn't work. So I get on YouTube, check out some more videos, finally realize what I'm doing wrong. But it was a little too late for this tank because it's all overgrown. You can't see the shrimp. That's the thing. I'm looking at one shrimp, some blue guppies, a couple danios. I've got 3 blue shrimp, 5 red cherry shrimp, and 5 ghost shrimp in this tank, along with some snails. And I never see my shrimp. So that's fail number 1. Fail number 2 is I was just sticking plants in here because the experts are saying you need more plants. So I go to the store and I buy plants. And if they didn't have any plants, I'd go to the next store until somebody had some plants that were kind of decent. And so I bought these plants that I really didn't want because I needed plants. And now they've grown into a mess. So I'm going to have to go into this tank and clean it up and then see how that works out. I'll probably just rebuild it. But in the meantime, before I actually tear it all apart and find those shrimp that are in there somewhere, I'm going to take that rock and pull it out and put some sand in there and try to create an aquascape. Because I thought this was going to be an aquascape, but it ended up just being an overgrown tank of plants that don't even actually go together. Now there is a good thing about this tank. It's basically a low maintenance tank. The water stays clear. I'm using a little sponge filter, which I probably clean that out every 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe wipe the inside of the glass down every 2 months. And when I redo this tank, I'm going to actually cap it off with soil instead of gravel because it took forever to get this tank clear. So that was another mistake. Don't use gravel. Use soil, then use sand, and use 2 inches. Then your water will stay clear. And of course, lots of plants. Don't overstock the tank with fish. But this one's going to look really nice when I get done with it because it's a 15-gallon tank that's square with a glass lid. So this is a really nice tank. I spent over $400 on this thing, believe it or not. Plants are expensive, so now that I finally got a bunch of plants growing, I'm going to be able to harvest and save money on plants. So there's one plus to this tank besides everything that I learned not to do, is now I've got plants that I can use for other tanks. So stay tuned as I transform this tank, clean it up a bit, and then probably in the next month or 2 I'm going to rebuild it. And for those who've never seen a 90-pound salt rock, let me turn on my light. And there's a 90-pound salt rock and a $400 shrimp tank that you can't see the shrimp in. Go figure. This stuff's addictive, so, and it costs a lot of money to do it right. Make it look pretty anyways. Well, thanks for tuning in, and everybody have a blessed day.